Activity: 1 operating system installation using a virtual machine.
After the installation of the virtual box, we'll create a new virtual machine for MS-DOS. Like on clicking the new button. Click on the new button. And you can give many name of this virtual machine. I will name mine MS-DOS. Next, select the type as other and the version was OS. Select OS. Then select the hardware. I will allocate 3 GB and 4 RAM and 5 processor to this virtual machine. Now select the hard disk. I will allocate around 2 GB and my hard disk space to this virtual machine. Leave everything else as it looks and click finish button. This will create the MS-DOS virtual machine, but we still need to configure it. Select the MS-DOS virtual machine and click on the setting button. Now go to the display section and make sure to allocate the maximum video memory to this virtual machine. Next, go to the storage and under the floppy disk, click on the empty option on the right side. You will notice a floppy disk icon. Click on it, then click on the choose and disk file. From here, select the disk file. I have selected the floppy disk because earlier I did not have the hard disk to install the operating system. I relied on the floppy disk. Now click on the OK button.
Activity: 2 walkthrough and comparison.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the audio recording. I will giving you a walkthrough of the MS-DOS operating system interface. After that all, I answer some interesting questions about it, including its release date, feature comparison to the modern operating system, and more. So let's get started and walk of the true MS-DOS interface. I will install the MS-DOS in this virtual box, MS-DOS, and click the Start button, close any notification that pop up. The system will display a welcome message. Please enter on your keyboard. Keep the recommendation settings and press enter again. Ensure that the date and time settings are correct and press enter. It will ask where to place the file. I will keep it at its default and press enter. Now, we need to set up the desk. Below the virtual box window, you can use the floppy disk icon. Click right on it and choose the desk file. From here, select Desk 2 and click Open. Press Enter on your keyboard. Next, I need to set up the Desk 3. Click right on the floppy disk icon again. Select Choose and Desk File. Then select Desk 3 and press Open. Press Enter on your keyboard. Now, the system will now prompt us to remove all floppy disk drive. Right-click on the floppy disk icon. Click Remove Disk from the virtual drive. Click OK and press Enter. It will now display that the MS-DOS setting is complete. Please enter on your keyboard you have successfully installed the MS-DOS and VirtualBox. Now we can execute the command provided by the MS-DOS. I'm gonna type dir and then press enter. This will list all the files and folder in the current directory. I'm gonna type 3 and press enter. This will display files and folders in hierarchical structure. And I try CLS and press enter. This will clear the screen. To view the available command in MS-DOS, you can use the help command. Help command and press enter to display all supported MS-DOS command. You can use the up and down arrow key to navigate through the list and the left-right arrow keys to the further navigation. If you want to learn more about a particular command, move the cursor to that command and press enter. For example, I learned more about the dir command. Move the cursor under the dir and press enter. This will display the syntax of the dir command along with available switches you can use. To go back, use Alt plus B. You can press Alt plus B multiple times to navigate backward. To exit the MS-DOS help menu, press Alt plus F and plus X. Maybe you wonder how to shut down MS-DOS as there is no shutdown command in the past. We would press the power button to shut it down, the power of the MS-DOS virtual machine. Go to the file, click close, and then select power of the machine, click OK, and this power off your MS-DOS machine. And now I proceed to the answering the question. The first question was, when was the OS released? MS-DOS, short for Microsoft Desk Operating System, was first released on 1981 by Microsoft. It was developed as a personal computer operating system that would run on IBM PC. The first version was MS-DOS 1.0, was a quite basic, offering any essential functionality for managing files and running programs. Question number 2, what are the features of OS and the most significant feature? Some of the core features of MS-DOS include a command line interface where user can type specific command to execute tasks like a file management and running program. Basic file system management with support for directories and file operating like copy, delete, and rename, and etc. It also introduced the concept of batch file, which is BAT, which allow for the automation or repetitive tasks. The most significant feature in my opinion is its simplicity. It was designed to run on early PC with limited hardware resources. So it was lightweight and easy to understand for anyone familiar with programming or typing commands. Next question is, how does it compare to the modern operating system? Compared to modern operating system like Windows, Mac OS, or Linux or MS-DOS, extremely basic. Modern OS have graphical user interface like GUI with icons. Windows and mouse support multitasking capabilities to run multiple applications at once. Advanced hardware and software support including network, connectivity, graphic, and multimedia, extremely security and system management tools. MS-DOS, on the other hand, lacks this feature. It was primary single-tasking, text-based OS with limited support for the modern hardware and software. Next question is, what are the advantages and the disadvantages of the chosen OS compared to modern operating system? The advantages of the MS-DOS is lightweight and simple, making it easy to use for basic file management and running small applications. It required minimal system resources, which was ideal for the early personal computer of the 80s. It was very efficient for its time, especially for programmers who were familiar with typing commands. The disadvantages of this MS-DOS is lack of graphical interface, which make it less intuitive for a casual user compared to modern operating system. It's unable to handle multitasking or advanced function like modern operating system, meaning it can only run one program at a time. This is limited support for modern hardware, software, and networking capabilities. Last question is, what are the personal opinion of the aesthetic and the functionality of an operating system during the birthday? Reflecting on the aesthetic and functionality of an operating system like MS-DOS, I think it's fascinating to see how far technology has come since then. MS-DOS was extremely functional for its time, but by today's standards, it's looked very outdated. The text-based interface is far cry from the powerful, user-friendly GUI we use today. But despite its simple look, MS-DOS was efficient, and its text command were all you needed to interact with the system. In a way, it's testament of how people could do powerful things with minimal resources and how evolved the terms of user interfaces and capabilities.